The floor of the massive mansion that belonged to Gable's mother shook and rattled like it was nothing more than a piece of cardboard. Shooting off the couch, I let the thin, soft as a dream blanket fall to the floor as the rumbling became sound, a building roar that shook my chest and raised tiny goosebumps along my arms. Eyes wide, I turned in a slow circle as books tumbled from shelves, smacking off the floor. Above me, a crystal chandelier, one that probably cost more than a car, trembled and clanked. Teardrop-shaped crystals fell to the floor, shattering into pieces. A tall, slender lamp toppled over, smashing its pale gray shade. Behind me, more books hit the floor. "What in the world?" I whispered, voice hoarse and tired from the tears that had been burning up my throat. Something big was happening, and it could be anything. A horde of demons, another ticked-off, supercharged titan, a wave of shades that had escaped from Tartarus. It could even be Seth. No, he wouldn't be doing this, whatever this was, no matter what Alex and Aiden believed about him. He wouldn't put me in danger of the house caving in on me. Snatching my titanium dagger off the end table, I darted around falling books and tore open the door, hitting the brightly lit hallway just as an explosion of thunder deafened my pounding heart. Glass shattered at the end of the hall, no doubt a priceless vase rendered to nothing more than shards. The house shook again. Art canvas slipped from the walls as I raced into the grand atrium, my gaze immediately zeroing in on the scorched spot where Atlas had once stood. The spot where the Titan had died. And not too far from there, Solos had taken his final breath. That space on the floor was clear, wiped clean of blood, but for a split second I saw him staring down at his chest, at the gaping hole where his heart had been before his knees had given out. He'd been dead before he hit the floor, and he hadn't deserved that. Solos should still be here. Swiping the memory aside, my gaze flew to the glass double doors. They were closed, but the way the panes of glass shook, I doubted they would stay intact much longer. I gasped as another quake hit the house. The floor rolled and rippled under my feet like water, lifting me up. I stumbled to the side, throwing my arms out to steady myself. Somewhere in the house, doors slammed open and someone shouted one word. "Earthquake!" Earthquake? Relief punched me so hard in the gut that I laughed loudly and a bit crazily. Just an earthquake. Duh. I was in Southern California. Not everything had to be supernatural.